Eric's a computer guy.
Hello, Eric the Computer Guy here. Welcome to today's video. Today we're going to be resurrecting the Gateway Solo 9300. I have this computer 90% working. There are a couple little things that are not working 100% on this, like the Soundcard. That device seems to be dead, and unfortunately the only way to repair that is taking the computer apart and accessing the main board. I don't feel like doing that with this machine, at least not tonight. I've already spent too much time getting this machine up and running. I've spent about the last 2 weeks getting the software tweaked and everything for it, so I kind of want to move on from this to bigger and better projects at the moment. With that being said, let's get into the video. Nothing more than a standard Windows 98 installation, so I'm not going to commentate over this part. On to the gaming part of the video. This machine probably wasn't meant for gaming at all, but we're going to run some titles on it. I picked Doom, Duke Nukem 3D, Quake 2, and Unreal Tournament. The reason why I picked FPS games is it requires fast performance from both the CPU and GPU to give a playable experience, especially in Unreal Tournament when you're playing up against godlike bots or godlike players. You're going to need the fast reflexes. The frames can't deliver, you're not going to win. That's why I picked it. It's another reason why I picked Quake 2 is performance. Starting off with Doom, everything was fine. Doom ran buttery smooth like Doom should. It had no issues. The only issue I had was with whoever placed the function key where the control key on the left side of the keyboard is. There's a special place in hell for you, my guy. You completely ruined my vibe while playing these games. I kept hitting that key and I kept dying. So thank you a lot, guy. With that little bit of anger out of the way, let's move on to Duke Nukem 3D. Duke Nukem 3D had a weird situation. It actually stuttered. I don't know why it stuttered. I believe it's something to do with the build engine. I could be wrong. That's the only thing I could come up with, as on this machine behind me running Windows 98, it ran buttery smooth. I even ran DOSBox with a setup very similar with the CPU timings and stuff, and no stutters. So I guess the build engine and the hard drive or something in this computer just did not get along. So it's a mystery to me. If you know why, please let me know down in the comments. I'm kind of curious about it. Quake 2 was interesting as it started up in software mode. So I ran the time demo in software, and also I ran the time demo in hardware modes using OpenGL for the hardware side of things. I ran them both in 600 by 480, as this was a fair comparison, as if I did it any other way, it wouldn't really be fair. Software mode managed to push an impressive 38 frames per second, while hardware mode pushed a measly 25. Still playable by 5 frames. Anything under 20, in my opinion, on an old machine is just not playable for an FPS. That's my humble opinion. Yours may vary. So, what about Unreal Tournament? This game just simply refused to launch in OpenGL mode. It wouldn't even get past the little loading screen thing before it loads in the program itself. Wouldn't get past that. It kept saying this program performed an illegal operation, which is kind of funny because I can imagine that scared the crap out of a lot of kids back in the day. Oh no, the cops are going to kick down the door or something, but yeah, it really just wasn't a pleasant experience. I had to play it in software mode, and in software mode it wasn't bad. It performed pretty well in software, but I feel had the CPU been any lower of a clock rate, like if I try this on my Pentium 2 400 machine, it's identical to this computer, it would have been an abysmal experience. So I give that one a barely of a pass. This machine is probably better suited for 2D titles more than anything else. DOS games, it can do just fine. If you can find one with a working sound card, of course. Mine doesn't have working sound, so I had to load up YouTube on the main machine, put on the speakers the Duke Nukem 3D theme and the soundtrack, and let it kind of go. And yeah, it wasn't that fun of an experience at all with that, but this machine did everything you needed to do for the gaming side of things. So, this laptop was worth resurrecting, but it's not a good gaming laptop for post-1998 games. Anything before that, this thing can run fine. If you're looking to buy one of these machines, I don't think there's any of them for sale online at the moment, so patience will be a virtue. There are plenty of other Windows 98 laptops out there that can game even better than this. So if you really want a gaming laptop from the 90s, I suggest look for something different. And with that being said, I'll see you all in the next one. Peace. The reason why I picked FPS games is they're fast-paced, meaning the computer has to be able to pump out the frames in a fast enough manner to make it playable.